Hi everyone, this is Edna Newman. I'm here with my creations that I'm making today. I'm doing an amethyst necklace. So I have some 11 seed beads, metal seed beads that's going on with some light purple lavender crystals and my amethyst beads. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and I am also using a medium flex wire. So it is the stainless silver color. It is stainless steel nylon coated. So I also will have, which I forgot to pull out. Okay, I think I'm probably going to use those. I have the stainless steel lobster claps that will go with this. Probably use this size. So the stainless steel lobster claps. And also stainless steel jump rings here, if I can get them out. Both sides. And one for the jump ring. And one by itself. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with 6 of the 11 seed beads. One, 5, 6. I usually leave mine on the beading wire until I'm done, and that way I'm not wasting too much of the metal, the wire. So we'll go. Yeah, I'll put on the purple amethyst. And then put on a 11 bead and crystal. And then I'm going to put amethyst. And then a seed bead. Well, not a seed bead, but a bead. Well, it would be a seed bead, metal seed bead. And then another amethyst. And we're going to go with another metal. Crystal and a metal. So that's the little routine I'll be going. These. Okay, so I'm going to get another amethyst. Move these over here. Easy to grab over here. we're just sitting here just in the morning. Beautiful morning. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Okay, so that's the routine. I'm just going with this one. It's just a simple necklace with some beautiful crystals and some stones. Actually, I don't know. Well, I can add them on later, so I'll decide to. We'll see how it looks at the end. I don't want it too small. Oops, my seed bead fell off. Bead there. Okay, so now we're going up. This is a 6 millimeter, so we're probably going up to the 8 millimeters. And since we're going up to the bigger ones, we'll probably be doing the seed bead and a crystal. Every time. So we're still on the 8 millimeter beads now. And these are like the rounded rondelle shapes. So I'll just let you guys see that. You don't have to specifically do it with rondelles. You can do them with different kinds of crystals. Three more of those. Amethyst. Whoops. Try not to pull back so you can't see what I'm doing. It's hard to do when you're recording. Okay, now we are on to, I believe these are 10 millimeters. Let me double check. That's the 10. And then this is a 12. So the biggest bead is a 12. And I think, let me measure this just to make sure. How long I am right now? 9. Okay. So with these bigger ones, I'm going to see how it looks with just beads, the crystals in between it. Okay. Whoop, whoop. There we go. And whoops, I ran out of my crystals. Some more down here. And do one more crystals. And I know I forgot something. Just 1 second. I don't know if I want that small. Maybe this size would probably be better. I meant to grab these little crystals out. Just the clear ones, they're not colored. So these crystals here, I was thinking about putting in there. So that won't look right. Yeah, I know where I was putting them in the middle. Go. Hold on, my camera is not even as far as it'll go. There we go. Well, that's in the way. It's getting stringing pretty long. There we go. Trying to run the holes on these. There's that one, and I need one more. There we go. So this is the center. So far, let's see here. So far, there's the middle. Whoop. Dropping everything here. So just trying to show you. So there's the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back with the same design we did on this side. So we're just going to do the same. It's going to look very beautiful. Okay, so we're just going to grab another crystal. And like I said, I'm just doing a recording, so I have things to show you guys that, I made what I made, and I'm not probably going to show everything I make, but I will try. This is all new to me, recording. And there we go, lifting my hand again. So, very pretty how that's turning out. Everybody does their stuff their own way. I do know that. I'm not a professional recording, but I try to record and do my recordings now. I like chatting with everyone and making my jewelry, but I also got to learn to just record, so if I'm not able to be on my channel, I can have it there for you. Alright, so wait. No, we did not need this one. Okay, we're back to the size 10 millimeters, so now I need to go back to my seed beads. My metal seed beads here. So we're going the metal seed bead, and then we're going to the crystals, and then the seed bead again. So we're doing the same routine as this one, all the way up. So let's do, because I think I'm going to make some earrings to go with it. It just looks nice to have some earrings to match with a necklace. It really is. But sometimes it can be hard. I did put the metal in there because it also brings it out. Nope, almost messed up. Okay, here we go. No. Why did I put 2 seed beads? No, only one. Only one. There we go. And I got used to doing the other one. Don't worry. You catch yourself doing that when you're doing the jewelry. And it's just something that happens. Because you know what you're doing, but then all of a sudden you're like, oops, nope, I already added that one. Don't need that one. I know this is probably just a short little video. don't know how long it's going to be, but it's something for you guys to watch. Okay, now I'm done with the 8mm, so I'm going to the 6mm. Move that back over there, so I need more sea beads here. You don't have to use like silver. Gold would look really beautiful with this one. It really would. The silver works pretty too, but I know the gold would have looked pretty. But I like the silver and I like gold. I like the copper, the vintage color, the vintage colors and stuff. But today I'm working with the silver on this. I know some people, they have music playing. I don't know how to do that yet. And there we go. Adding more of those. I need my amethyst bead. Okay. So we're getting there to the ends. I need to pull a little bit more of my beading wire here out, and I'm going to need more crystals. I finally cleaned my desk off better so I can work on it. And that's the joy. Joy of making jewelry is your desk is never, you clean it, you straighten it up, and then it gets messy again. I'm trying to learn to pull out what just I need, but it's kind of impossible because I end up just pulling out more. Like, oh, I need this one to go with it. This will look pretty. No, I don't like that one. Let me change that. All these things happen. And I've been making jewelry for a while now. Quite a while. I learned from watching other jewelry makers. I've learned by books and, some of the jewelry makers, and they're pretty up there, and I really appreciate them showing me how to make things and what to do and not to do. Hope you enjoy the birdies chirping outside. I like to listen to them when I'm making my beadworks, my jewelry making, my other crafts. There's a lint. I need a lint in there. All right, we're almost done. And wrong bead. That was the last bead. I don't need that crystal on there. Let's see how long this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I put the 6 beads on the back so it's easier for someone to wear it and be able to grab, the lobster claws and stuff pretty easy. Okay. Trying to find the middle here because I got this down a bit. You know what? I did that wrong. See? I knew I did it wrong. So where the 8 millimeters is, I need to take that all off again. See what I did? I went like every other, but these I didn't. And still that's, there we go. And like I said, it happens. Let me take these off. I wasn't thinking. I was just cruising on it. And that's what you end up doing, thinking you're just a cruising. No. But it looks pretty that way, but I like it this way. It's a change, a little bit of a pattern on it. So now let me move these. Okay, I made a mess there. So now we are here. So we just want 6 millimeter. Now we want the seed bead, crystal, and get on the screen in there. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Then we're going back to the 2. So we're going 6 millimeter, and then the seed bead, and then the 6 millimeter. Then we go back to 6 millimeter and a crystal, 6 millimeter. Seed bead, the crystal, seed bead. Okay, I don't want to confuse myself. I don't mean organize this a little better. Yeah, let's put you guys over here so you're out of the way. There. Put you guys there. All right. Now we're back to reality on this thing. We go 6 millimeter, seed bead, 6 millimeter. And then seed bead, crystal, seed bead, back to the seed bead, and the 6 millimeter. And then a seed bead, middle seed bead, and then 6 millimeter. Then we go seed bead, crystal, and the metal seed bead again. And then the 6 millimeter. There's the last one. Okay, now we put the 6, middle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Now we can measure. I wonder why it looked kind of off. Earlier when I was trying, I was like, why is the middle not in the middle? It was not in the middle. Okay, so before you want to close it off, you want to see how long it is. So it's 11 and a half, a little bit over 11 and a half. So it's going to be probably around about 22, 23 inch maybe. That's not bad. Okay. So I like using metal wire, something to cover the wire to protect it. I mean, you don't have to. And I mean, there's so many different things you can use on the ends. You can just use the wire if you want. Oh, no, 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 no. That was in the middle of that. I don't need these scattered. I have a hole in my bag. I must have ripped it. I don't need these little things all scattered everywhere. There. So now I will need my crimper. Crimper tool. I did have my flush cutter to cut the wire. I do have these for my rings. Try not to use my fingernails. That's one thing. And I also need my crimp bead that I did not pull out. Crimp bead. Okay. Got my crimp bead. There's my crimp beads. So I need to put that one on first. So I have a big part, but yeah, I'm not going to use this whole thing. It's just... Now you're going to fit that in here. Hope this is the right size. I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong. It has the wrong size. Oh no. Well, no, it went in. I thought I had the wrong size there for a bit. I don't want to use a lot of that. I usually crimp these in. Take a closer look. Because they're usually out. Okay, put that one in here. Whoops. Crimping part's pretty fun. Because you're trying to... Did not want that to go up, but it did. Move that back down. I pulled my thread almost out of that. I didn't know that. Let's try this again. My crimp bead's just falling. It's running away. I don't want to lose. See if I can pull it up with this. My finger is just not. There we go. Make sure it's not. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure if I can with my wires sitting like that so I can get between those wires. So we are between. There you go. There you go. It's on there. I don't think I needed that big one of a tail. But we're going with the flow on it. There we go. Just trying to get the thing to go through that. Okay, that should be good. A little bit of some people, they say you can just have it under here, doesn't matter. If you want, you can put a crimp cover over that. Okay, let me adjust this so I can move it down. This is why I leave it hooked to my wire, so that way I know how much I'm going to cut. Let's see, let me show you. Probably about 2 inches on that to work with. We put on our crimp, put on the wire cover. Yeah. Now this side is the part that's tricky. This is the side you gotta work with. So let me put this one down. Like I said, it's out. It's never going to stick fully together. You want that space in there a little bit. This one here. Let me do this first before I do that. I don't even know where my wire is. So I can pull up here. Because I'm going to cut that. Okay, I'm going to need this tool. Help me out a bit. There we go. This side down. No, I don't want to pull you up. Now I got a gap. Like I said, it takes time. You gotta work with this part. I don't want it too tight, but I don't want a big old gap like that sticking out though. I want a little bit of a, movement of my beads to move. No, that should be fine. There's a little bit of movement. So move you. Let's see, can you to this side? And get between those wires. Up, down. Started our. There we go. And then we just click this one off. And it'll fall into that bead. There. There we go. So it's not tight. Because when it gets too tight, it'll bend all crooked. And your stones need a little bit of movement between those so it's not stiff and it breaks. It could break. Because there we go. So now got that one done. Oops, no need a cutter. Move that out of my way. So I have that ring. I'm going to put that on there. You usually move these back and forth until they rub. So I know they're together. And I will press on this. These are stainless steel findings, but I still push on them just to make sure they're stiffening. So this one is also a jump ring. I'm going to work with this one. Because you want to make sure they're good together. You don't want them too loose apart. Go ahead and push this. Stiffen the wire. The more you work with it, the more you hammer it, the more you put pressure on it, it hardens the wire. I do this sometimes too, just to make sure those are sitting close together. If you want, you can hammer like the sides so they don't, so it stiffens more. Okay, so now I got the jump rings. You want to make sure your jump ring is facing this way. It's facing your ring. Okay. Okay. And there we go. We got a beautiful necklace. Ta-da. So that took a bit because I kept messing up. So just so you know, it's a very beautiful necklace. I'll show you how that looks. As you see my mug. Okay, didn't want to be that close to the camera. Let's move that down. There we go. There's the necklace. Very beautiful. Anyways, thank you all for being here to watch my video of making this beautiful amethyst with some crystals. I do appreciate you all watching. I'm probably going to make some earrings with it so they match. So you guys, love you guys. Love you. Prayers and hugs. Thank you for watching. Hit thumbs up, hit thumbs down, leave a comment. Let me know how I did. And we'll see you next time. Bye.